across this video on YouTube a few weeks ago and I wanted to see if it actually works, so I decided to give it a try. I'm originally a right-hander, so every day for 14 days I spent about 15 minutes copying different passages with my left hand, and this is how it turned out. So day 1 was pretty tough. I didn't really know how to hold the pen, so the entire experience was quite awkward for me. And my hand also got tired really quickly and started cramping up, so I did have to take a few breaks in between. By the end of the passage, my hand felt like jelly and my handwriting didn't look great. It looked very shaky, but it honestly turned out better than I had imagined for day 1. So on day 2, I still had trouble finding the right way to hold my pen, but I definitely felt an improvement in terms of the fact that I could write for longer before my hand felt tired, and I really only took one break in between. But I honestly can't tell a difference between today and yesterday in terms of handwriting, so we probably have to wait until day 3 to see if there's any difference. So day 3 definitely felt better. I could write slightly faster and I actually didn't have to pause in the middle, which was actually quite surprising to me. And if you take a closer look, there was a small improvement in my handwriting, although the size of the font was still pretty big by the end. So on day 4, there wasn't really anything significant, but one thing was that because I decided to copy a longer passage, there was improvement in terms of like my stamina. I could write all the way to the end, although the passage was longer than what I usually was used to. But there was no visible improvement in my handwriting, so day 5 was definitely one of the more challenging days because I did feel like I was hitting a plateau. I couldn't really intuitively hold the pen and I was still fidgeting with my pen when I was writing, and my handwriting also still looked the same and there wasn't really any change from the previous days. So day 6 was definitely a good day for me. I did feel more comfortable writing and I did feel like I had more control than usual. And also I think there was an improvement in my handwriting in the sense where the words were not like so shaky in terms of like the strokes. So I think that was definitely an improvement. Day 7 was definitely an interesting day. I think it was like a weekend and I was feeling like more adventurous and I felt like I had more time to do this. So I decided to copy a significantly longer passage to practice, and I think it was like almost twice the length of what I usually copy. And it was definitely very hard and my handwriting for sure looked worse than the previous day. And just like that, we are already on the 8th day of this summer project. And I definitely felt like this day was my breakthrough day because I could significantly see my handwriting improve. And if you look at the spacing and the height of the fonts, it was definitely becoming more consistent. I do feel that this was because I had a longer practice on day 7. This entire 2-week challenge was like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back like every alternate day, and this day 9 was one of these days where I felt like my handwriting regressed again, but I guess one upside is that I did start picking up my speed. So there was nothing much going on day 10. I just had the same issues I've had since day 1. Like, I didn't really know how to hold my pen comfortably, but I think my handwriting has been improving a bit by a bit, so that's been good. 11 was actually quite a weird day for me. I strangely felt like my hands got quite tired while I was writing, and there was also one thing I realized that I couldn't really improve since day one, which was that my letters seemed to trail off at the end, so it kind of looked like really messy. Okay, so I actually skipped a day between day 11 and day 12. Like, I didn't do it consecutively. So as a result, I think my handwriting did become a little bit worse, although I did feel that I could write significantly faster than usual. And we are finally at our second last day of this challenge, and I think I hit my peak in terms of writing speed on day 13. But handwriting wise, I think it's just been like more or less the same as the previous day. We are finally on the last day of this challenge, and it definitely was the best day yet. My handwriting was pretty nice, as you can see. I mean, of course I can't write like as well as I can with my dominant hand, but you know, there's definitely some improvement from the first day, which is a good sign because it kind of means I did not waste my time, so I'm very happy about it.